Hello, it's Sunday, April 20th, and came back out here the same spot again. Tree up the hill hasn't been cut yet. It's been kind of a rainy weekend, so I haven't been doing a whole lot, but took some stuff down to the creek and kind of classified it down to a -20. So I'm just running that through the sluice. I'm still playing around with water pressure, water flow, things like that, getting the angle right. So I don't know, different kind of sluice, but you know, it seems to be catching stuff if I had stuff to catch. But there's a lot of heavies in here, a lot of magnetics, just not a lot of black sand or things you'd expect. So I'm going to run this bucket through. There's not a whole lot in there, maybe a cup and a half or so of material, but like I say, I'm still learning this sluice, and I'm trying to you know, figure out the water flow and the angle and deal with this heavy stuff. But anyways, I'll show you some of that in a bit. I'm gonna probably start out with the car and, you know, out here and whatever. So not seeing a whole lot, be fairly short video except for the car. So I'm, you know, explain a little bit about that rear panel getting beat in by the 2x4. So anyways, hope you enjoy it, and thank you all for watching and all that stuff. So a few clips coming up here and there, and I will see you on the next one. So thank you. Well, every time I show you this, the radiator's all covered up, so I figured I'd show that to you now. Got kind of the doors on. Had to just kind of use some, you know, makeshift pins here to hold the doors on. See, they don't quite line up right yet. Working on that. So, what I was talking about with this hood, you see how now it comes down? The catch here is kind of holding it up. But anyway, so you can see this is a, you know, pretty good rolled edge here. So that's just like a spring. So what the guy was doing was he was holding the 2x4 like this and trying to pound it in. And you can see all along here where he just kind of basically just made it go up. So what I had to do to fix it was lay the 2x4 like that and walk along and bend this piece over. So my battery's dying. Anyway, getting back to this thing, this panel was sticking out, I don't know, probably about almost an inch, so out to about here. So, you know, there's just no way he was gonna get that pushed in that way. But, you know, something like this, you want to kind of hit down and inward, kind of, you know, try to roll it back in, and which is what I did here. But, you know, it's all right. He wants this to look like an old race car, so you can see there, maybe it looked like somebody pushing him from the back end, telling him he's too slow. So man, I still gotta, almost forgot to get up, finish that out. So getting the other door here, got that. So evidently I still got the inside of that fender well and this here panel to do, and I'll pretty much be done sanding on it except for the hood. So yeah, I don't know, kind of like this old radiator. So get a little better look at it here. So anyway, that's the car for now. Eventually, you know, we'll get these hinge pins, proper ones in there, and then get these hinges to where these doors will align. But you can see that's not aligning too well, and this other side's even worse. So that's wanting to bind up right in here, and you can see, you know, it's way off. So got to do some adjustment on these hinges, and they're not like normal car hinges, so, you know, they just go in there and bolt. So I don't know if we can loosen them up, move it around, or, you know, just what. But anyway, all this is pretty much done in here. So yeah, the car's going to be all blue inside and out. Started off, you know, with that John Deere green, changed his mind, so kind of it. So anyway, get you a view from the driver's seat. So yeah, it's got the hood to do yet, and that's going to take a while. A lot of louvers in it. So I got to shut this off and get back to sanding. I came down here to see about getting a little more coal out of the ground here, but looks like maybe somebody just kind of dumped a pile here. You can see, give you an idea how long this stuff's been laying here. Enough time for, you know, all this to grow on it. That's a nice piece right there. But yeah, this isn't like charcoal from wood or, you know, an old forest fire or anything. Somebody had, you know, some actual coal down here. So I don't know if there's a blacksmith out here a long time ago working or just what. But anyway, it all seems to kind of come down here a bit. See, there's some more. I mean, I'll keep it. I used to blacksmith, and coal's kind of expensive nowadays, especially to get it shipped, 100-pound bags. And so, but yeah, this here's a nice piece. So yeah, I don't know, I started digging in here, you know. So I mean, there's some rocks, it's all mixed in with this, you know. So yeah, I don't know. But I can't do a whole lot of digging down here. I don't have my permit yet. You've evidently got to have a personal use permit, you know, to be taking dirt home and anything else you find out in the woods. So I get my camera pointing in the right direction here. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy to find it, but it looks like, you know, just a lot of little pieces left. So nice one. Keep finding it. Oh, that's just right where I found it. It's just right down here. Oh, cover this back up. Wait a minute. That was a rock. But yeah, you can see, and here, smell it. Smell that? It's kind of a, I don't know, sort of a somewhat metallic sulfite kind of a smell to it. So anyway, when you're burning it, I don't know if you noticed old movies or anything with guys that are, you know, working a forge, but you'll keep the coal in a bucket of water and you'll pile it around your fire, so as the heat gets to it, it drives off a lot of the sulfites and things like that, turns it more into a coke. So I'm just kind of looking around here a little bit. So anyway, it burns a little hotter, cleaner. That's where some of that clinker stuff comes in at the bottom of the forge. It's just melted stuff, slag, a whole bunch of different impurities and things. They just pile up the bottom, and if you're not careful, it'll plug up the hole for your blower so you don't get any air coming in. But anyway, I'm rambling on. I'm done down here. I've got about as much of this coal as I'm going to get out of the ground, but it does look like somebody had just kind of dumped it here. So I haven't really looked around too much. Maybe I should. Well, nothing up there. I thought maybe, you know, but okay, well, I'm gonna grab what I got and get back. Sonia's up there all scared again. People are shooting. So, well, looks like someone's been doing some more cutting since I was up here last week. So it's Sunday anyway. So yeah. So that's how they're doing their hinges. So I don't know. Kind of gotta wonder sometimes. But yeah, they've been up here cutting, and you can see over here, no one's touched this tree yet. I still got it flagged. But yeah, nobody's really messed with it. And another thing gotta watch out for too walking around the woods is these here widowmakers. That was not held up there very well. Yeah, these kind of things are leaning all over the woods out here. Show you where it snapped off of. But just another old rotten tree. So, yep, that's what the ants do. Go right up the middle. You see all them holes in there, them damn things. So, yeah, so you had the two trees. Looks like that snapped off of this side. But yeah, just look at all the damage them ants do. And they go right up the middle. And I mean, you can look around this tree here. And outwardly, you really can't tell till you get up in the middle of it. Yeah, I had quite a few trees like this on my property, full of ants. And anyway, I think I got some of it on video. But enough of this. You can see where I'm at down here. So, well, I went down to the creek, concentrated out all the stuff I'd been saving in the bucket. So, you know, stuff from other river and down here, and you can, I don't know if you can see that in there well enough, but there's pyrite flickering around. I'm still working on this thing, you know, figuring out the right water flow, and got my pump hooked up. The water down there at the creek just isn't strong enough. And I think I got enough jet dry in here. So, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see in there. It's moving stuff. I just been kind of loading it up. So, I don't know what I'll wind up with, but we'll see.